finally. So. And yeah, kind of giving it away. It's Champion of Kirkwall. Interesting, we have to recreate him. I mean, I thought it was imported with the save. But I mean, we played the default one, so... he's also pretty good looking. Pretty hot guy. But yeah, looks pretty much like the custom one. And I mean, he is the custom one, so let's go with that. We're meeting Hawke!
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
Makes sense that we're meeting him then. Cassandra will be furious.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
I mean, you basically killed him. We basically killed him.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Hawke looks so different in this game. True, but I mean the engine is just quite different. Yeah, and especially the red face paint looks kind of less fitting, kind of less natural. But I mean Cullen also looks way different in Inquisition compared to Dragon Age 2. But it's so cool to meet Hawke again, and especially with all that sass we played him with. And yeah, as we already talked about earlier in the game, it's the thing about the Grey Wardens, who were really odd and weird in Dragon Age 2 Legacy.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
It was the old Grey Warden, right? I'm so damn bad with names.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Where's Fenris? Tell me about him.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Ha! Can we ask him about his companions? We can just talk about Anders? I mean, that's also cool. Don't get me wrong. Why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
Oh, so you left Fenris behind?
Assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, "has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess."
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Yeah. Betrayal still stings.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
I mean, from looking at the DLC, quite sure he just survived in the old Grey Warden. Kind of possessed him or something. Alright, see you, Diana. It was nice seeing you, and, well, all the best for working with the whole winter storm in Denmark.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
At least
We'll
that.
talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okay, I really want to see... I really want to see Cassandra's reaction to this thing. I think we currently have quite a few quests. Yeah, here lies the Abyss, which is the Grey Warden quest, if I remember correctly. Yeah, go to the war table to find the Warden. And Wicked Eyes and Wicked Graces, which is the Orlesian one. I have to bring Dorian to the Gallant Lantern. So much to do. I just wished I had more time to play. Looking forward to play more Inquisition. Let's just jump. And another one. False damage, I don't care. The good question now is, where is Varric? Like usually. Cassandra, Iron Bull. I mean, we can talk to Cassandra about the champion. I think Cass would want to kill Varric. I think so too. And it will be funny. Well, not for Varric.
You knew where Hawke was all along!
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawke was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawke would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Oh. I wonder why Varric did that, but probably just to protect Hawke, right? Just to keep him out from even more trouble. I mean, we played it. The adventures in Kirkwall were bad enough.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawke most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
I just wanted to say that's really unfair. I mean, Varric has stayed with the Inquisition even after the whole assault on Haven, and it's... boy.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
He did bring Hawke. Late, perhaps, but Hawke is with us. As are you.
You know what I think? If Hawke had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawke. I'm such a fool.
I mean, all we saw was her interrogating Varric. And I mean, with that whole setup, I can also understand that you don't want to give up your friend's location. I don't think that What If is going to cheer anyone up.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
We closed the breach.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawke, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. I don't know how it will end, but I would have it no other way.
Ooh, confrontation. We still can't fast travel. I'm going to try again, and again. Until we can. Okay, yeah, I would say let's go back to the war table. Give them some new task. Or well, maybe let's talk to Varric again. Then go to the war table, set up new task, and do Dorian's quest. Of course, Dorian is awesome, and that's my priority. Oh.
That got a little heated. You all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I wonder what you knew about Corypheus, how that would be phrased. I mean, yeah, and I guess that's why Varric just called after Hawke the instance we knew it was Corypheus after it. But I mean, before that, there was no reason to know that Corypheus is involved in anything.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
The funny thing I did read up is the male British Inquisitor voice actor is the Red Prince in Divinity Original Sin 2. What? And the female British Inquisitor's voice actress is Sibyl. That's really funny. I didn't recognize that at all. Really cool how it's all connected. Varric's still marked. Ah, because we can talk about swords and shields. We're of course doing that.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawke defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
So my guess would be just possession. But I mean, then the question is, how do you destroy the essence or whatever? Is he a demon? Can you banish him somehow?
How did you and Hawke even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawke. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit.
Yep.
We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawke's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
It was a really odd invitation, and it felt so much like a trap walking there. I mean, if you haven't watched it already, you can check it out on my YouTube channel, my Dragon Age 2 Let's Play. It's also really fun. And it's so cool how the games are connected, but there's so much in common and so many things which influence each other, and especially just meeting again the characters. Which is why it's kind of sad that you just meet Hawke from Dragon Age 2 and none of the others, but well. And I meet Varric, of course.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
I mean, you try to do the right thing, so...
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawke to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Do you want to know how Corypheus does it? You do find out during the game. It's not explained the best, though. Sure. Would be nice. So many scenes with Varric.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
That means that he's now wanting to join the Inquisition formally, right? Aww.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
I mean... Yeah. Despite us trying to not take on that name, we still get it, I guess.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
It was intense. Corypheus possessed the same ability as an archdemon to transfer his essence through the taint. And that's why it works with the Grey Wardens. And also the Carter thugs, and they had to drink Darkspawn blood. But that makes it really difficult to kill the guy. Damn it. Please don't sing. Go ahead, Varric, sing.
Whatever I am to Thedas, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
We can't even decide. We are. Aww. such a good
What
friend.
can I do for you, Inquisitor?
And now finally!
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
Ah, come on.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things?
Wanted to
Wait,
kill
did
you.
you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I wonder why she was embarrassed. We have to get Cassandra another book. And I hope that Varric's going to tease her.
I was hoping to give it to Cassandra as a gift.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel. Even the Seeker doesn't deserve that. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
I think Cassandra's agreeing. Oh, we already got it? Give Cassandra the latest chapter of Swords and Shields. Oh, well. I think she's just around the corner, right? No. Will I ever remember where the people are? I can answer that to you. No. It made so much sense when we did see Larius suddenly change his speak pattern after Corypheus died. True. Very, very true. And I mean, just confirms that he was possessed. Ah, I love it.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
Of course it is.
Oh, yes. Do you really think I'd miss this?
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
I love
You're
it.
probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Evelyn on the book cover, true! I was just way too... I was just way too distracted by how hilarious it is. I love it. Possibly my favorite moment in today's stream. Even better than Dorian's flirting, and that has to say something.
This was everything I'd hoped.
I know how you feel.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
This game is so nice, I love it. You even got influence for that. It's such a delight. I think it's supposed to be her and Donick. Ah. But who's the Knight Commander? Is it Evelyn? Always a delight. I think romancing Cassandra must also be quite nice. one of my friends was very upset that they couldn't romance her, cosplaying a female character, but yeah, you just need to use mods. This game is so great. Anyway, let's see if there's anything we can complete. Well, that was easy enough. Protect Clan Lavellan. Commander Cullen. Ah, no, it's not the Keeper. Commander Cullen, our troops made good time to Wycombe and entered the valley in force. The Dalish were greatly surprised to see the Inquisition soldiers coming to fight on their behalf, but when we broke the line of attacking bandits, the Dalish were quick enough to fight by our side. Our combined forces killed most of the bandits and drove the few survivors away. I doubt they will be coming back, though they were indeed well armed. Duke Antoine of Wycombe offered his gratitude for dealing with the bandits and gave the Inquisition his hospitality while we were near city. He has promised to ensure that no further harm comes to the Dalish while they are near Wycombe. Lieutenant Rosalind Chambreter, or something like that. Cool, we protected our family. I would just randomly do those war table missions. Let's strike a bargain with the merchant princess. Inquisitor, the allied merchants of the monastery of Antiva have inquired whether they can assist us in any fashion.
I found the money.
They could provide us with the
Inquisition will
same,
compensate the
with
families
some of the
those
finest
lost
goods in
in
Thedas, a powerful
Thank
boost to our prestige, and spread our influence north. The merchant princes will also attempt to ensnare us in contracts so convoluted that we will be eternally tied to them. If we are interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out of ahead of this bargain, if we are prepared to commit to it. Ambassador Montelier.
At your service.
Then Josephine, have fun. Wire the Arcanist. Skyhold has an incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing, if only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The War and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. Two assassination attempts, and at least one explosion, have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tentervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. Requires time, 0 seconds. Words? Oh well. The Arcanist has been secured, despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. It was fast. The search for the Hag Writer. Ruffles. First off, you play a mean hand on Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me on finding this Balenforth guy in Kirkwall starting to show some promise. Got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Kamring. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me. Alright, Cullen, let's have a polite word.
Inquisitor.
And... well, those are busy, because we have to use a certain... council member for that. Shadows over Denerim. Ooh, by Alistair. Inquisitor, first things first, an apology. I offered the rebel mage a safe harbor in Ferelden only to have them drive my uncle out of his own town. So I admit I wasn't in the best of moods when I first met you. I just wanted everyone out of Redcliffe. I didn't care who was responsible for what. Now I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? These cultists, Venatori I think they're called, we have them in the royal place, or so I'm told. Like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something grateful something. Still Alistair. Wait, did I just write that? You scribes do this on purpose, don't you? King Alistair Theron.
Let's see what we have.
Never change, Alistair. Anyway, let's go into Dorian's quest. Okay. Just have to select the right quest. This one. Last resort of good men. Okay. How did I travel again? Ah, world map. Wow, it's been 1.5 weeks and I forgot everything. And we have quite a lot of new quests we could get here. Business arrangements. Yeah, I would say let's go to Redcliffe. And maybe start... let's do Dorian's quest first and then we can explore. Okay. I think we should take Dorian. I don't know, just a hunch. Let's go with Cassandra and... here. That is a very bloody and red card Cole. Oh boy. And he looks kind of like a witch with that hat here. Because, I mean, at least his 3D model, it's just such a dorky hat. Oh well, it is kind of cute. It is interesting that closing the breach didn't close like all of the smaller rifts. In the beginning, I would have thought that it works kind of like that. That you close the original breach and then all the other ones also just get closed, but nope.